All right, and we're live. Say hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi, people of the internet.
Howdy, fuckers.
Wow.
That's not nice.
I'm not nice.
You are the nicest human ever.
Don't lie.
Don't make me sound better than I am.
Exactly.
Okay, so who wants to know what happened last week on Lunar Nights? I know I
pick me,
do.
pick me.
Okay, I pick you. Okay, here we go. So, last time on the Lunar Nights, the gang had just realized that, oh shit, the people that were taken over by others that were trying to kill us were murdered. Dun dun dun! And there was one dude still left. He was trying to kidnap the children of our lovely, lovely friend, Angela, in order to be like, ha ha! But due to some nice planning and some good stuff, that dude didn't get the children, but he was still at large, so we spent the session trying to figure out where the fuck he was. Wash almost got arrested by the townsfolk because he was a foreign person and he was suspicious, and he had the person in question tied up with a rope. That was fun. Yes. And then, once we got him over to our place, the boy was not giving us any information at all. Not even a zone of truth, not even some intimidation or some good-ass persuasions could get him to like us. And we were just at our wits' end when all of a sudden, blam, a shot was fired. And the dude's chest cavity was just spewing guts and blood and possibly bones. I don't know. I will leave that up to your guys' imagination. And so we were just like, oh well, after being very mad at Wash for a tiny bit. And then Vishara went into the brainwaves and got the information that we needed. Turns out Panavos was being kept at a disclosed location, in the middle of the woods, in a farm place. It was really nice. And now Panavos is somewhere, potentially, on his way over to the big bad evil lady of this campaign, Pauline, down in Forgecrest, not Forge Quest. Forge Quest is a video game, or a board game. I forgot. But Forgecrest is the name of the centralized town and possible capital of this continent. Am I correct in that?
Yes, absolutely. It's the capital of this kingdom.
Yes, that's what I thought. And I'm very glad that my thoughts were correct, because sometimes they are wrong. And now, what we've done is 2 days later, we put a cannon on our lovely, lovely wagon. And it's nice now. And, well, not our wagon, our carriage. Yes. And so we can shoot people behind us, I think. Or ahead of us?
Very inconspicuous we are.
Yes. It's so grand. You know what else is grand? The fact that we are going to go on the road and we are going to do amazing things starting right now.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Colby. You always do so good at those.
A+ cap, dude.
So, we left it off with all preparations have been made, and you've all gone to bed nice and early, planning to set out first thing in the morning. So, unless there are last-minute tasks that need to be handled, we can set out.
Let's set out.
One little thing that Crocs would like to do before setting out would just be to go and do a small little hunt to go and find something to get a little more blood.
Okay. What avenues are you gonna try for blood acquisition?
Oh, like I was saying, just go out and hunt something small enough to get a few
Oh,
vials
so
or
you're
something.
gonna go for animal blood?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's easy enough. What you can do is just get up a couple hours early and go
That's the
find
plan.
a animal of some kind. And by the time everybody else is up and having eaten their breakfast, you are ready to go. We'll give you 3 vials.
Sounds good.
What you got there?
Well, me?
Yeah, you just came in looking all bloody. What you got there?
I mean, actually, I don't look all that bloody. I'm quite an efficient killer at this point, I would feel.
You are correct.
Especially of small stuff.
You are very correct. You are so pristine.
A couple rep. Doubles.
Nice.
Unless we have more things to take care of, I'm ready to leave.
I'm good. How about y'all?
I mean, if you're planning on eating them, you might want to cook them.
I figured by them for the time being, probably be fine.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Well. I guess it's time. Time to hit the road.
So we'll go ahead and hit the road. The townsfolk notice because it's rather inconvenient that in order to get to the road out of town. Sorry about the lawnmower nearby.
You
Can't even hear it.
In order to get to the road out of town, you have to basically go through town.
Mm-hmm.
And so people notice that you guys are heading out, and a lot of people actually come to see you off, and it actually starts a little bit of a parade.
Oh, that's
with children running beside you, and people are kind of escorting you through town and saying goodbye, and Angela actually stops you on your way out of town. And she says, I didn't want to bring this up. I've been kind of back and forth in my own head trying to make the decision of whether or not to tell you, but I think it's information that you need. The few people who have come to town recently, we've been hearing from them that rumors have spread about you all, and that your appearances and the fact that you're all seen together commonly, and you'll be easily recognized, and common people are starting to believe the rumors that you all are responsible for the negative things that are happening as far as bewitching town guards and the rise in crime that's happening.
Oh, that's great.
The rumors say that you guys are causing it.
I'm sorry, what now? We are doing no such thing. We are actively preventing that and stopping that.
You don't need to convince me.
I know.
I'm not one of those that believes it. I'm just saying that's something that you should know.
Good to know. I think some disguises might be in order, gang.
I mean, if we really... I don't know. If people feel like they can challenge us.
Perhaps.
Not in the mood at this point to be thinking past the job we need to do, and the longer we do.
So true.
But also, if the townspeople and if these rumors start turning people against us instead of wanting to help us, who knows how long it's going to take to, 1, find Panikos, and 2, actually get things done. We're working against everybody in a town. It could be a real problem.
Well then, if anything, we'll get away from large town and to Eurus.
Mm-hmm. We'll do what we can.
You
I don't
realize
want to do
you're
anything to impede. What?
about to say you do realize you're saying stay away from large towns as we are going to Forge Crest.
If we can stay away from somewhat.
Mm-hmm. So no stopping at Crestview, home of the Crestant.
I think we'd probably be fine in Crestview.
True,
We helped them.
we did.
It could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't know.
Well, at least try. Here's my home.
Yeah. Can go wrong.
I don't see many of
Plenty.
them causing much of a.
Mm-hmm.
We know how influence.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So
Let's
true.
just hope most of it.
Mm-hmm. Let us hope. Yeah. Nay.
All right, goodbye, Angela.
I
Goodbye.
guess.
Thank you
Thank
for warning us.
You all are amazing.
So with that warning, you all find yourself leaving town nice and early. The road from Jonesville back toward the more busy traffic roads, I guess, is fairly unpopular. Like, you don't get a lot of travel to Jonesville. It's kind of out of the way.
Mhm.
So you don't really pass by anybody. It's actually fairly beautiful and peaceful, and unless there's travel activities that want to be handled or conversations that need to happen, the day just kind of passes by.
Roxel will make mention to the possibility to find our herbs and things to possibly cure some more potions. For all that fortuitous in finding me.
She gives you a smile, and she comments that during the 2 days that you guys were doing the cannon loading, you're only just now becoming aware of the fact that you don't really remember her being much of a help during that. In fact, you don't remember seeing her at all during those 2 days. And she says that she went back. The last time we were in Jonesville, she found a spot that those fleece cap mushrooms were growing, and she went to see if they'd regrown in the time since we left, and they had. So everyone take a superior healing potion
Oh my god, that's superior.
laced with fleece cap.
Superior, please, Cap. Mm-hmm. Don't stop me now. I got superior fleece cap. This is dope. Thank you.
What would we do without you? Other than die.
Other than die, I love that.
I don't even remember what a superior health potion heals.
It heals for a lot. About 8d4 plus 8. And then an additional 10 for like 5 rounds?
Yeah, you get 10 hit points at the start of every turn in combat for 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is hella.
I mean, I know it does like the 10 every round. Trying to remember its.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now we know. Hmm.
So at the end of the day, Amelia will help with a survival skill to find a decent camp spot that might be sheltered from the weather and
Mm-hmm.
hidden from prying eyes.
Mm.
A decent place to sleep for the night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do we want to just have a camping night, or do we want to use the tavern dart?
Camping is fun.
Do we still have the tent thingy?
Ooh, we do have the tent, yes.
Yeah, we do.
Do
We
I
could
have
use
it?
that instead of the. I think Amelia has it? Question mark.
Oh, I do. The Camper's Respite. I have it.
That's it.
Oop. Instant tent.
Instant.
We haven't used this thing in ages.
Don't think I'll ever get tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I get all elegant and elvish there? That was weird.
I don't know. I mean, I liked it.
It's my other character that I play with, Justice and whatnot, has a higher voice, like feels better than
Nice.
other people.
Hmm.
Even though he started from nothing, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He should come
I
over more
digress.
often.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
A rogue might show up.
Ooh, I know what I could do. I could use my wand of stone shape and just create like a barrier. I don't know. Whoop. I haven't actually had to use this thing since we got it from those Naga folk.
We didn't get it that long ago.
We didn't, but it feels like forever ago. I don't know why. It's only been like a week? Question mark?
Something like that.
It's been
Wow.
a hell of a week, though.
It has been about a week, huh? Maybe 2. Because it did take us a while to get back to the town. And then we teleported.
I
And then
thought
like
it was
3
only
4
like
days.
3 days of travel.
Yeah, 3 days in
Something.
travel. And then 3 4 days in Jonesville.
Yeah.
And then today.
So like
It's funny how it feels like so much longer since that happened. You know, it feels like it's been months.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fast forward because it's unnecessary to go through the description of you travel, you sleep, you travel, you sleep, because nothing is gonna happen from here to Crestview.
A
So-
while of travel later.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Things happen, and we arrive back in Crestview. You see that the town is, I don't know, quieter.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as cheerful and picturesque here
Mhm.
from here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that things haven't been so happy lately.
Yeah.
Where would you like to take up lodging for the night?
Wasn't there a tavern inn that we stayed at?
there
Yes,
was.
there was. Let me move you to the proper location.
Oh man, we haven't been here in so long.
Find it in my
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
somewhat large list of maps.
Sorry.
We go so many different places. It's insane.
So needy.
I'm
Part of
sure
what we
this
do.
map is going to have lots of stuff on it from the last time we were here. Yes, it does.
Oh,
None of that
man.
stuff is currently here. This was
Oh,
the same
damn.
tavern that we used in Tenora Cove.
yeah.
When we first met Bosch.
Oh man. And it's also the tavern where I had my weird, crazy dream stuff.
Yep.
And when we all decided, fuck Jerry.
Because Jerry was a dick.
Yeah, fuck Jerry.
Jerry put me in a coma.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, Jerry was just doing Jerry's job.
True.
Yeah.
Jerry needs to quit his job and get a different job.
He should become a florist.
Jerry needs to look around at the current work environment and realize he can do better.
I thought we acquitted him of his job quite forcefully.
I think we did.
I think we did.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I had killed him.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
That's definitely a week notice. He's gonna get a mark on his ledger.
I'm pretty sure he did die or was at least beat very badly.
Yeah, one
Oh
or
yeah,
the
we
other.
beat him so
Throw him out
bad.
of a window?
No, that was the other time.
Oh,
That
okay.
was when we Luminor left. The
Oh.
same
Mhm.
tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Who's the architect for these buildings?
They're very flimsy.
I mean, just the
Hmm.
windows.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Well,
And this is not the bartender that we gave a bunch of money to because we broke a bunch of their windows. Because we're
Yes.
Crestview, not Schnorr
So
Cove.
much.
mm-hmm.
Oh, much.
They did.
That was embarrassing.
We need to go back there eventually and like wipe out that thieves guild.
Did we
If
arrive
they're
here in
there.
the morning or in the afternoon?
Well, it's 4 o'clock
What?
in the afternoon, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bashara just goes in. Bartender, how are you doing this fair afternoon?
You do recognize this person from the last time you were here, and it's obvious that even though the picture of the bartender and the icon on the map, it's actually a male. He actually, yeah, hello. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Hey, yeah, we've just
You're still in one piece.
yes, we've been adventuring, helping folk out. How have things been here? Has everything sort of settled down after, that thing all those months ago?
Things haven't been perfect, but when can you really expect it to be perfect?
So true. Speaking of things that are true, do you have any rooms available for the evening?
That we do.
Yay! Think we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms? 4 rooms? How many do we need?
That depends. Do we all want an individual room, or are people willing to share?
I'm cool bunking with someone.
There's 6 members of the party, so
Mhm.
why don't we say 3 rooms?
3 rooms, please.
He says, you know what? I will be happy to throw in if you guys are gonna stay here.
Chelsea?
The cost of your to the
I'm so
Chelsea, you're
sorry,
breaking
Chelsea.
up.
Going
but-
real
a lot.
robo.
Yeah,
awesome. How about now? Is that any better?
so much better.
Yes.
You were saying.
Thank you.
He'll throw in food.
I think it has to do with your connection, not with how close you are. Because you're going robot.
I guess I'll just start.
Mhm. Technical difficulties. Do.
They are fun, but not right now.
Do. Oh, he'll throw in the cost of your drinking and food into the room. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, that's so wonderful. How much do we owe you? Done. 7 per person, 46 silver, 4 gold, 6 silver. Boom. Done. Gonna do some subtraction from this thing that is known as my inventory. Da-da-da-da.
Numbers are hard.
But not as hard as living your life. Do. And done. Yes.
I feel like it should go without saying that Croxall and Wash should not room together.
No. Crocs is with me.
Have a problem with us being around each other.
You
Yes.
tend to elevate each other quite a bit, and while it is appreciated in some situations, I'd rather not pay for more windows.
Have you
I
ever
mean,
heard of a
after
game?
the other day, he's quite docile.
So true. But have you ever heard of a game known as ping ball?
No.
Ping pong. Okay. So cue minor illusion montage. So there's a table and a net. You have a ball and you hit it. Boom, boom, boom. You see the ball? Now you guys are like the paddles, taking the ball of chaotic energy and just amplifying it. Now watch as the chaotic energy gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it breaks a window.
There
Windows
are
are
no windows in my
expensive.
room.
So true. That's because you're living with me.
Been denied a window room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I found that entertaining too. I didn't even intend on picking a room that didn't have windows. It happened.
You know? It'd be like that sometimes, but there are so many windows in my mind palace should you want to go and watch a play with me.
After the travels, like relax in a bed.
Valid.
Figure
Okay.
out what exactly we're planning on.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need disguises. Because I have a feeling that it won't be as simple as going up to the gates of Forgecrest and being like, hello, can we have entrance to your city? They might have us wanted for some reason.
I wouldn't far off.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we should expect, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, just saying, it's kind of hard to hide.
Mm-hmm. You are way too ruggedly handsome. It should be a crime.
I was talking about size. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Sipped wine.
I mean, hell, isn't Amelia kind of tall as well, if I'm remembering?
I think so.
Yeah, she's pretty large.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're about almost the same height
Hey!
as me, I want to say.
I could hear you for a second.
Yeah, you
It
might be
was
able to
clear.
start chatting now. It just seemed like at the time you were having very poor connection or something.
Maybe it's better in small bursts.
Which is inconvenient for the goddamn DM.
I know, right? It sucks. But who knows? Maybe it was just a passing thing.
Yeah, it could have just been an intermittent problem happening at the time.
Maybe the lawnmower was creating some sort of signal with the Wi-Fi waves.
Oh, that'd be something.
Mm-hmm.
Close the window, you're letting all the Wi-Fi out.
That sounds like something my mom would say.
Run.
Well, I guess if whether we're planning on having another discussion on what the plan is,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe we all get a good, comfortable place.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We'll reconvene in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of anything. Get yourself cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be a rough one.
That it is. Okay, but I feel like we need a to-do list for once we actually get to Forge Crest. And, like, in the area of Forge Crest. Thing number 1, disguises. I feel confident putting on a glamour and bullshitting on my way through. Ishara does the disguise self instant transformation.
I mean, not to be crass. Done that well in the past. Talking your.
Well, I feel confident about this time.
I feel like your best bet might be to tell fragments of the truth, dear. To say you're in town because you're looking for someone if they ask you why you're here. You're looking for a friend.
Yes. Yes, we are. Maybe that's my problem, is that I'm not that good of an actor. Like, I can't just lie. I need to, like, be truth-telling in there. That could be it. I'll try that. Okay, so we got that. We're looking for a friend. Boom, they let us into the gate. Are we then going immediately to Tattoo Parlor? Are we immediately going looking for magic items? Are we going to your friends, Euterbian? Are we going straight to Pauline? What's the plan?
I think it's important to set up a safe space that we can exist in without fear of being found.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that's Euterbian's home.
Keep in mind, my home's not that big, you know.
Don't you have friends who work at an inn or something?
I have Quinn, and he works at an inn, but if you want to be not found, It's visible enough, but it would be a moment where if we do wear disguises, only wear them if your room is permanently locked. Always, there's no way of breaking in, or someone came through the windows, or at any time.
Okay. Okay. Step 1, disguises to get in. Step 2, set up shop at Quinn's. Step 3, tattoos?
That will be. Want to. Again, I find it quite troubling that I think that we're gonna have to find a way to get past some odds. This is a main capital city. I can't imagine they'd have their gates closed all the time. They have lots of trade coming in and out at all hours of the day.
They
I would
didn't.
only imagine that they would have them closed later.
They didn't in the past, and they haven't a long time. But with things being the way that they have been lately, I wouldn't be surprised if they were more hesitant.
Honestly,
Especially if the Anvil Wardens are in place, it might get a bit dicey, say the best.
we might want to consider going in smaller groups because they'll be expecting all of us at one time.
Ooh. I like that.
That actually convene at a safer place with it.
Croxall, you also lived in Forge Crest, didn't you?
That's true. Granted, it's been a long time since I've been home. Don't see any reason as made that large of a name for ourselves by let us back into the residence.
That's my point. If need be, we can always use that to our advantage, but really rather not.
Indeed.
Okay. Revision of step 1, divide into groups of 3, so that way the people who know the layout of the city are in separate groups, and that way we have charismatic people in different groups, So that way we can go, convince gods if gods are there. If not, room. Step 2, Quinns. Set up rooms, set up shop. Step 3, Pauline? Or tattoos?
Well,
Might not be best to
tattoos.
Pauline as soon as we go in.
Mhm.
Mainly because I feel like once we start doing that, that's going to be a continual thing for possibly the rest of our lives if we die. So,
So true. Or get mind controlled.
And
Oh, that's-
we're probably going to want to figure out more information.
Mhm.
It's in putting together.
Information would be helpful.
Step 3 is info gathering. Step 3.5 is tattoo gathering. Step 4, Pauline.
Probably care of.
Step 4 is stuff to be named later. Step 5, Pauline.
I was about to say, I don't know what comes after necessarily 3.5, but I definitely have some things of my own I'd like to put to rest first.
Step 3.75, Euterbian's baggage.
With step 3.5, there's
Baggage is a
5.
bad word. Baggage is a bad word. Euterbian's dilemma.
Not necessarily a dilemma, it's just something I need to do. It's more of like an errand, I suppose.
Step 3.75, version 3, Euterbian's errands. Hey, that kind of rhymes. Euterbian errands.
It most definitely does not rhyme.
Euterbian
That
errands.
does not sound right.
It's a bastard's rhyme, but I like it.
Thank you. Wait, what makes something a bastard's rhyme?
Where it sounds vaguely close enough that if we say it wrong enough, it could be a rhyme, but it's not quite an exact rhyme.
You just stretch it quite a lot.
Well, here's to the bastard's rhyme. Just gonna cheers myself then. Clink.
I'm just gonna give you a solid pat on the shoulder for that one.
I deserve that, thank you.
You're welcome. Alright.
Sleepy times?
Crux is gonna grab a couple rounds. Since it's only like probably 4:30, 5 o'clock by this time after some chitter chatter.
Oh yeah, we've definitely got time for a nice long evening of good times. And I will assume, like in Justice's absence, that Croxall is more than willing to have a drinking night with you.
I'll have a drinking night with myself. I mean, that usually happens, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the best DM.
it's all good.
More than willing.
I mean,
to
granted,
have
we're not gonna go crazy. Just a couple drinks.
Well, yeah, given what he learned his lesson last time, and if he actually manages to get drunk, he's going to stay that way for a while. So he doesn't go crazy, but it's more about just then having a good time.
Yeah, because during this whole, having a couple drinks and winding down for the evening, Crux may be keeping his eyes peeled on people coming in and out of the tavern or inn, whatever. Just keeping his eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Ooh, meanwhile, could Vishara go shopping with Amelia for some disguises?
Absolutely.
Yay! Let's get some disguises for you. Because I can disguise myself with magic and my really, really dope armor, but we're gonna need to get you some good clothing.
So yeah, we'll do that. She we'll say that it costs probably 3 or 4 gold. It is all to buy some stuff that'll hide all that hair and
Done. I'm imagining
there is a discussion about a haircut, but she's just not quite able to give up her hair, so she opts for methods of hiding it instead.
Totally valid. I know this one method where you take a bandana and you put it over yourself, and it's just really, it's one of those like 1960s 70s ways that a movie star would disguise themselves when they're going incognito,
Yeah.
That sort of a vibe. Plus sunglasses.
I actually have a question.
Ooh.
Because, you said that the people who were pretending to be Panopos had all of Panopos's belongings. And Panopos had a circlet that allowed him to change his hair however the hell he wanted. We have that.
Is there gonna be a coronation?
I mean, I would imagine we would have gone through and acquired all the things. Since
Yeah, but
they're
our boy.
Panopose's belongings.
My question was more, did he have it on him when he was kidnapped? Because he might not.
Yeah,
have.
he
Might be wherever.
he did have that, so we could use it.
Amelia, would you be so kind as to wear this tiara real quick?
She nods and puts it on.
Now imagine the hairstyle that you've always wanted.
She develops kind of a honey blonde color to her hair instead of the bright red that she's always got, and she loses the curls and instead she's just got long, silky honey blonde hair.
Bashara takes out one of her mirrors that she for faux show has and just...
Trying to steal my look, huh?
I just feel bad. Amelia's curls are so cute.
I
They
know!
are.
She seems to really enjoy it. It changes her look like a lot. She's still got the same coloring to the rest of her, and all of her other features remain the same, but the hair is drastically different.
We could put it in a braid and put some flowers in it. That'd be cute.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I know what you're thinking.
We could Rapunzel the shit.
She's definitely interested. That seems not something that would bother her.
Bashara, are you still doing this when the two of you are alone?
Yes, we eventually come back, and all of a sudden, I now present to you a disguised Amelia.
So I'll describe what in my head what I was thinking of we would do, and so she's got the difference in her hair. She bought a pair of the medieval version of glasses, and she won't be able to wear them if she's actually wanting to shoot her bow or read or anything, because they are actually prescription glasses, and they screw up her vision, but they have a pretty good effect of just changing the look of her face. She's got the unfortunate cloak over a cloak, so she's now wearing two cloaks and one of them is just massively different than what she's used to wearing, and different clothing. She also has opted to stop wearing her bow ready to shoot over her shoulder, and instead it's in her quiver, the extra dimensional quiver that she's got.
Dope.
So she looks more like a traveling merchant furbolg than a traveling ranger furbolg.
Sweet.
That's pretty different. Are you planning on doing anything else to your hair? What did you do?
A little something we like to call princess magic.
This
Okay.
sir. You planning on wearing the tiara the whole time? Well, I guess yes.
It doesn't really, unless it needs to be attuned. Do you guys remember if it's an attunement item?
I don't believe it.
Attunement,
It was.
have to keep wearing it.
That's the
Yeah.
only thing.
If you take it
Yeah.
off, your hair goes back to normal.
Okay.
So you can have that dramatic reveal of take off tiara, take off glasses. It
Oh
was
no,
you.
that's when you just do that really hard, like break your neck, head whip, and just take it all off at once.
Yes. What? I want that to happen now.
Glasses go flying, tiara goes, hair flows out.
Mhm.
Um,
The flowers
Years.
just go everywhere because of the braid, as it like unfurls and curls instantly, and just flowers everywhere.
Oh shoot. DM.
Yeah.
I realize I do need to know how many days we traveled because right before we left, I used divine intervention, and that takes 7 days to come back.
It's been 3 days of travel.
Fuck.
Sweet, we got 4 days left.
3 days actually.
Oh, nice. Right, because we took like a nice rest.
Yeah, but still, fuck.
Wait, even shorter because we did like 2 days to like put a cannon on a cart.
Fuck.
Right?
Math is hard.
Math
So
is
it's
very
like
hard.
2
You know what?
days, a day,
I
or
was just like 2 days, day and a half.
something
Yes.
like that.
So,
I'm gonna say a solid 2.
mhm.
That's fair.
Okay. So my dad just called, said that food was ready. Is it okay if we break for like 10-ish minutes?
Yeah, of course.
You can take a break because I should probably ask
Mhm.
the
I will be
others
back soon.
something kind of important that I don't think I'd want Bashara to know.
You got it. I will be away from keyboard, and I'll just message y'all when I'm back.
Okay.
Right now, Devin Vishar.
I think the main problem with a disguise for me is this, and Euterbian just points to the scarred half of her face. How-
That's true.
How on earth do I hide it?
So Amelia suggests a few different options. We could look at a permanent repair and go visit. There was the cleric who serves here in Crestview in the church, who we met and are familiar with, and we know that he is a very high level cleric that could possibly do like regrowth or something to repair the scarring.
The main problem with that, and I did make a note of this, was you said it was Fey magic that caused the scarring. So I
Boy.
don't know how. Yeah, we really dug ourselves in a hole on this one.
Okay.
We're like, we're never gonna need disguises ever. Permanent face.
There
Just wear a
is
face covering and a shawl, just like that loose face covering. Trying to think
there's makeup.
that too.
We could also go the route of also contact the cleric, because clerics are known to have access to the sending spell, and we could legitimately contact Tatiana and see about learning from her what we could do to fix it.
Does sending go across planes?
Yes,
It does.
I couldn't remember.
But how
this
long?
person that's only made like a single spellcaster in their life.
Fair, valid. But how long would that take? Because we are still looking for Panopos on a time crunch. It wouldn't be a problem so much as just if it wasn't time, I would want to do it.
Well, you'll remember it didn't seem very difficult for the Eladrin that came to Jonesville looking for Octavius or Octilius. It didn't seem very difficult for her to find us. So we could just contact Tatiana tonight and ask her to either reply saying she doesn't know how to do it, or say, I'll send one of my people to come do it and find you.
All right. say let's try.
Okay. So we'll say that during the time that Vishara and Amelia are shopping, you head off. Do you want to go alone or take someone with you?
I would very much like to take somebody else with me. Kit, are you up for a walk? Since the other two may or may not be drinking at the moment.
Sure, I'll go.
All right. Let's go find that fucking cleric.
I mean, he's probably at the church, which is just like down the road, and take a
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It is just down. It's like a block away. So yeah.
yeah.
You
Oh,
guys, you
What a difficult journey. Goodness.
hop, skip, and a jump right over to the church. It's late in the afternoon, and there's no real worship service or anything going on right now. So you find him quite easily, and he's very happy to see you guys. And he asks how you've been and if there's any way he can be of assistance.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed and just had the decency to not mention it, which is appreciated, but since we last met, kind of got my face a bit scarred. And it's Fey magic. And I was wondering if you could help contact perhaps the Fey to get rid of it or reverse it or something like that.
He does look it over and says he's sorry to hear that something happened, and he would be happy to make contact for you, but he's going to need some form of familiarity with the person that you want to reach, because he doesn't know anybody that's Fey.
I'm sorry, I feel like I need more of an explanation just because I'm being slow today.
So he either needs you to describe in detail the person that you want him to reach so that he can be personally familiar with that person, or some kind of object or item that belongs to that person to use to make the connection for the sending spell.
Oh, would the lily petals that Tatiana gave us work?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna give him 2 of those. And
he asks you exactly how you would like to word the message. You have 25 words.
fuck, that's not a word. I genuinely have no idea how to word this message, so can we just say that I'm smarter than I am and just
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So he does send a message through to her, and you see him, like, you recognize that the spell has finished, and he's kind of just waiting, and then his face looks like he's a bit distracted for a second as he receives the response, and he explains that she said she expressed remorse for what happened to you, and she will send someone to find you.
All right. Thank you.
He also, now that that's done, he says that he would love to hear how things have been going, and ask if there's anything at all that is needed.
Things have been mad, but otherwise we're all generally alive, and well, if you could actually, I don't know what kind of things you might hear around town, But we've heard that there have been some rumors about us. You could keep your ears open and see if some slanderous things have gotten around here and just tell us if they have. That would be appreciated.
He nods and says that he has heard a few things, but he met you guys in person and knows well enough to know better than to believe the rumors.
Wonderful.
But he'll definitely listen and watch and see if he can't either figure out where the rumors are coming from or put a stop to them when he sees them, and he'll let you know what he learns.
Greatly appreciated.
Where are you heading now? He asks.
Quite likely our death.
Good to know you still remain positive. Honestly, the same place that I kind of always want to go back to. Want to go home.
Where's home?
Not here, not there, not anywhere in between. At this point, home is more of a person, so hopefully I'll be able to find him.
Well, if there's anything that I can do to help out with that, do let me know.
Have you heard anything about potentially where people have gone missing?
Yeah, that is something that seems to be heard of rather often.
Has it happened here recently?
No, not since you all helped us to cleanse the town.
All right. That's good. Think that'll do for me. Unless, Kit, you have anything that you might need?
DM, do I feel like this man is trustworthy?
Yes. If I remember right, your backstory, you kind of originated here in some way.
No, that's Croxall.
That's Croxall.
Oh, you're right. That was Croxall. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, given your history of interacting with this person, he's never really given you any red flags for
I
deceit.
just meant like right now. You seem like he normally does.
I see. Roll an insight check. I am outside, away from the computer. Could you tell me what you rolled?
I rolled an 18.
This at the current moment, the biggest impression that you get from this guy is that he does have a reason for asking and does seem to have somewhere he's going with this, but you don't feel like it's a negative thing.
Is there a reason you're so curious?
He does look a little sheepish. You know, having been called out with ulterior motives, but he does say that he says, I can't say too much without betraying the trust of a person that I respect. But I do feel that it would be of some value to all of you to make an effort to visit the Lunar Temple in Forge Crest and seek out my mentor. His name is Abney, Father Michael Abney, and
As soon as he says Abney, Turbin's face kind of like drops for a second. And it's just like, alright. We'll do that. We will do that.
is something wrong?
Nope. Not a bit. Just make sure I write it down so I don't forget. Just gonna reach into our bag and grab a sheet of paper and just scribble it down real quick.
We'll do that if the opportunity arises. Thank you.
And I do hope you all have safe travels ahead of you, and I will for sure let you know if there's anything that you need to know.
That would be appreciated.
I'm gonna, on our way out, I'm gonna drop like 30 gold coins into like the alms box and then just duck out.
Fair enough. Okay. So you're back out in the street. The afternoon is starting to progress into evening, which means that it is very dark. I should note that you guys are well into the winter season, so it's not exactly warm at night, but this zone, this area is relatively temperate, so it's not miserable, but it does look like it might snow tonight.
Ooh.
Ooh. I am gonna ask DM, what phases are the moon in?
So right now it seems that Galaman, the largest white moon, is probably a few days from full. Yuzla, the medium red moon, is becoming smaller and is about half right now. And Kara herself is at the what is the word? The zenith of the crescent phase. Like in a few days, she'll probably start getting bigger.
Waxing?
Waxing or
Yeah.
waning, I can't remember which one's which.
Waxing is
Waxing
getting
is
bigger.
getting bigger, waning is getting smaller.
Yeah, so she's about to start waxing.
Excellent.
Mhm.
So I am gonna explain the reason why Euterbian's face kind of fell is because in character and out of character, I realized I have not done much, if anything, in the past like while to keep up with clerical duties.
Well, I mean, you've been on a mission for your goddess. I feel like that's a clerical duty in of itself.
That's not an excuse.
Man, I swear this bartender gave me pure alcohol.
Yeah,
Oh,
it does
dude.
seem that way.
God. First
Tonight
roll of
is
the
a
day.
night.
Yeah, first roll of the day. Fucking nat 1 for my con
Oh, it's
save.
gonna be a good night.
Followed with, like, with the other one was a 2. So I rolled a 1 and a 2. Even though I got a plus 12, it was a fucking critical fail for the first. So it's like, yeah, one good drink, man. I swear that was just straight whiskey in that bottle right there.
We get back and you're just gone. We're like, how many? And then you just hold up a single finger.
just one mug. There's many.
Sometimes one's all you need.
I've
gonna
gotten a
turn
little much
the dark
sun
up.
today.
Gonna turn to Vishar and go, well, you picked him as a roommate. Have fun dealing with that.
I shall. Okay, handsome, let's get you upstairs to bed.
Oh, he was already stumbling off.
That's great. The bedroom's that way.
He remembers.
Good job.
He picked it.
Good job, good job.
I am reminded of, I forget exactly what part of the campaign it was in, but at some point, the Vox Machina party were partying in a tavern, and Vaxeldan got drunk and wound up going into a closet thinking it was and then somehow managing to get locked in the closet and needed help getting out. And they left him in there for a while, and he's like, I rolled a nat 1 to pick the lock, somebody help me.
That sounds about right.
I don't remember that scene, but I'm pretty sure if I saw the rest of the episode, I would have been like, oh yeah, that happened.
I vaguely remember it a while back. Fuck, I still need to finish the first campaign. I'm so close. I just haven't done it.
Why haven't you? Homeboy.
Life and other things of interest and new games and just stuff.
I'm over here like, do another vague idea.
Well, a third campaign's going to be starting soon.
Yeah, I know.
Literally in 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that soon? I
Mhm.
didn't know that.
5 days. And I have
Every-
so much crap that's
Trying to
due.
help.
It's insane.
Yeah, I've
I
been
have to
getting
get to the
notifications.
showing. I'm so excited.
I'm tempted to just start watching it, just only because, it'll be a brand new start. I won't have any catching up to do.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so you guys all find your rest for the evening, unless there are conversations that are desired.
I feel like there has to be a quick huddle amongst myself, Amelia, and Kit as to who is supervising Wash for the evening.
Amelia is just fine to do that.
I was gonna say he'll probably be fine, not doing anything crazy.
Yeah, he didn't pursue intoxication like he did last time, so he'll be just fine.
I mean, I didn't pursue it either.
It just sort of happened.
Well, what I mean is the way he did last time, he had to try real hard to get drunk,
Oh yeah,
and he started doing it.
true, very true. Fuck, me and him were going back and forth. Oh, that was a good day. Good day. So yeah,
So-
nighty night, sleepy times.
There's more to do.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So you have, for this stage of the travel, you guys have options. For the weather for the day, there is, I can just use the, there's the Donjon website has a random weather generator that I can use, or
Ooh,
there is a table of random travel weather, and you guys could roll for it.
Ooh. Tables are fun.
So do you want me to just use the generator, or do you guys want to roll?
I'm down for whatever, but Bashar definitely needs to buy some winter clothes.
Don't you have like a full-on coat?
I do have a coat, but as you would know, I'm wearing a skirt.
Okay.
We have the black market stall. Just pick up some pen.
Black market stall, I summon thee. Hi, I'd like to buy some pants. Winter pants. Preferably black.
They have to be black.
They only sell black.
Everything from there. Everything.
That's amazing. I love it so.
You want paper? It's black. You want a pencil? It's black.
You want coffee? It's black.
I mean, coffee.
Yeah,
You
black
want
coffee.
creamer? It's black.
On the road again.
You want
Alright,
paint?
so
Black.
Let me get a steak. Black.
I
Item
need I need 3 of you to no, actually we'll do all 4 of you. Please roll 1 D100.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Is it okay if I just use the percentile dice?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Sick.
I was gonna say if you do a percentile, just roll it twice.
That is a 79.
Okay.
One off from the...
So,
Wow, 284s.
Mm-hmm.
it's random.
Thank
Okay.
you, Marlo.
So the temperature for the day that you guys that you guys experience is warmer than you expected it to be. Let's see. There doesn't seem to be any snow for most of the day. But it does seem to be quite windy. And what did you roll, Kenzie?
79. Marlo put it in the chat of the roll 20.
Hello, Justice.
I've arrived. Justice
Hey,
has
welcome.
been served.
You missed traveling.
Yeah.
And the night,
Oh,
and then,
no.
and the night before, we had like one drink. You were fine. I had one drink, and I rolled a natural 1.
Ah.
And like it was great too, because my first roll, like being a natural 1, it was a 13 still, but it was a natural 1. And then if I would have had advantage, I would have only rolled a 2, being a 14.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a bad first roll of the day.
At least it's out of the way.
True.
Crocs kicked me in the middle of the night. I'm not very happy about that.
It was just random, night kick. Was really drunk from one drink. Apparently, I swear they gave me straight rum.
It might have been worse.
I
Also,
just random
Wash,
spasm in the middle of the night. Kick.
Wash, you bunked with Amelia. So, do it that way.
I mean, I don't sleep. So...
Yeah,
You
you
were
were just
still-
basically hanging out in the room, sitting there with your thoughts.
Vibing.
Chillin'.
Contemplating.
So the result of Kenzie's roll,
Oh no.
quite unexpectedly, about halfway through the day, there is a man on the side of the road. He's human, probably late 70s, so quite old, and not really dressed for the weather, but he doesn't seem bothered. And he's just standing there beside the road, sitting on a rock, I guess, and you guys all ride past him, and he speaks one single sentence, but each of you hear a different sentence. And
Off with
that's
his head.
that sentence is that he mentions one particular memory of yours which you feel guilty about, and says you should probably consider repenting for that.
Oof.
Wait, are we like riding on horseback, or are we just mobbing right now?
I think
or-
we're in
we-
the carriage.
We're in the
Alright.
carriage.
So tempted to be jumping off and just ask him, what did he just say?
I was about to say
What?
the same thing, dude. Jumping out and just being like, "Excuse me?"
Vishara actively opens a window, and she's like, "Pardon me?"
Why don't you
He
just
doesn't
turn
say
into a
anything
bird and
more.
fly out?
He doesn't say anything more. He just watches you guys continue to ride past.
Who's driving this thing? Pull over.
Who is driving today?
I mean, Amelia could be doing it.
Amelia, stop the cart!
I was about to say, who has the best animal handling?
Amelia.
Probably
You
Amelia.
go ahead and stop it.
And hell, with how many people we have, and then the cannon in the carriage. I mean, granted, I'd probably just be mobbing alongside. Move
Oh.
decently. Yeah, I don't know. Do we even pay this guy any attention, or do we just keep?
It feels bad to just leave him be. Not gonna lie. Okay. So
Honestly,
Bashar's just gonna fly out with Vincent and just be like, Kaka! And then just be by this dude. And she's just like, hi. Weird question. How did you know about that?
well, since Vishara has definitely left the carriage, I'm gonna kind of yell if we have not stopped already. Just stop.
Yeah, Amelia stops.
We lost Vishara.
He
so
looks up
do
at
like-
you when you ask your question, and he seems amiable, friendly. He offers a smile, and he says, it's not really important how I know.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt it was something you might need to hear.
You know, that's very true. I do need to apologize about that with him. Thank you.
I aim to please.
Mm-hmm. Quick question.
Yes.
Do you like fireworks?
I mean, yeah, who doesn't?
Very true. And I give him the magic firework that I have. That is also known as, I wrote it down somewhere, the lens flare.
Oh no!
Okay.
Gonna
For
beg
those
you
who
to
don't know what the
reconsider
lens
that.
flare is.
I'm gonna beg you to reconsider, please.
Wait, no. Oh, I forgot that it doesn't do a firework. It's actually just glass.
Yeah.
Never mind. Not that. I'm
Too
not
late.
going to give him that. I consider it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm reading the tag. This is not. This just shoots glass. It's not a pretty firework. I thought it was a firework. One moment. Ooh. Do you like telling stories?
I do from time to time.
Good. Next time you find yourself with some people that you really want to impress, drink this. And your stories will take on a more personable touch with those who listen.
That's very kind of you.
You're welcome. Now you have a good rest of your day, good sir.
I absolutely shall.
Okay, now to delete the storyteller's flask from my inventory.
So now that Vishara is done talking to this man, I'm probably gonna go yell either at this man or Vishara, and I have not decided just which.
And it is then Vishara turns back into a raven and just flies back to the stopped carriage.
I changed my mind. It was Vishara. Don't fly away from me when I'm about to yell at you.
I was flying towards you. I thought you would appreciate that more.
I already got out. It was walking towards you. You don't jump out of moving carriages.
You
I
do
don't
when you're a
care.
bird.
I
don't-
mean, to be
you-
honest, didn't jump up.
For 2 seconds, you just see an unmitigated rage just flash across the face.
He just kind of looks
God.
dumbfounded back at you, just like kind of shrugs his shoulders. What?
You shouldn't argue semantics. It's the same thing.
You are
Thank
correct.
you.
I should have waited patiently for the cart to stop. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just for the love of God, don't do it again.
I won't, unless if there's an emergency. But But there won't be.
Unless the cart is on fire,
Mm-hmm.
don't do it.
Good to know.
Or like falling off a cliff. It's like
All right, fine. 2 emergencies.
Or if we're being raided by bandits.
I'm sorry, but who?
I don't know. People stronger than us. Okay, there aren't a lot of those. We will probably not be taken over by bandits.
Honestly, I'd be way more impressed by just their audacity if it
I
does happen.
know. I mean, look at us. Like, who would have the nerve to rob us? Mhm.
Get in the car.
Yeah. I need to be writing a letter. Now?
Oh, that should be.
It should.
Do you want paper, dear?
Oh no, I already have paper. Don't worry about it.
All right.
It's in capital letters, paper, in my inventory.
yes, because you bought a lot of paper.
I
I-
also bought a lot of paper.
Yes, because I kept feeling guilty using your paper.
That's why I bought more paper.
Yeah.
I have
So-
20 packs of fucking paper, dude.
Nice. So Fashar is going to be spending the next, I don't know how long, writing a letter to her dad.
Okay.
I wonder how legible that's gonna.
Anybody else feeling particularly open about what they feel guilty about?
Wash has already repented for things he feels guilty about.
Sick.
Primarily the exploding the innocent people's heads on that mountain.
I feel like you did a good job about that, yes.
That's fair.
That's the most recent one, but there's a lot of things that he's repented for already.
Crux
Lot
just
of
plays clueless.
So, unless there's any further activities for the day, we can mark off another day of travel.
Hey.
And we'll have an evening of camping. What was that, Kenzie?
Said, fuck yeah, I have my divine intervention back after tonight, bitches.
Sweet. How divine.
Oh.
You knew it was coming.
I really, honestly, I fucking didn't, but I appreciate the tenacity.
Thank you.
Crocs would like to
So
maybe
once we
go
get
out and get
for-
some more game.
Sure, yeah. Easy to
Fill up
do.
a couple. Filling up a wants to pop off his vials.
Mm.
Only got 2 left.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can easily do those too.
Mhm.
Bring back some rabbits and small game again. Not go anything big today.
So, how much alleged tomato juice do you have?
14 vials.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's good to keep a stock.
That's a lot of wabbit.
Rabbits, deer, boar, creatures we've killed along the way.
Mhm.
The complete and total opposite of the friends we made along the way.
So true.
All right, I need 3 more D100 rolls. Actually, I'm sorry, I need 4 more.
Okay.
What
31
about-
and 66.
Does Justice need to roll one now?
Oh, I was gonna ask Justice to roll the 4th one.
Just make life easier.
Politely request, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Before on the internet instead of.
Mhm.
So the temperature stays just about what it's expected to be. It's not cold and it's not warm for
Mhm.
the season. So it is winter, so it's cold, but it's not colder than it should be.
Right.
And then let's see, what was the next roll? 13.
13 would be third, because it was 31, 66, 13, 65.
Thank you.
Math.
There is, as you guys wake up for the day, there are ominous clouds in the sky, and before long, mid to late morning, it does start to snow, and it gets heavier and heavier as you travel. And then the 13 is the third one. There is no wind, so it's just a downfall. And then the 65. Let's... Strangely, and perhaps ominously, whoever is driving the cart, is that Amelia again?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I don't think.
With her passive perception, she notices something, and you guys all become aware that at some point she has stopped the cart, and you hear her climb down. And if anybody's riding, or you see her get down, and she goes and picks up something in the road. There's a rock that has been dropped in the snow, and she bends over to pick it up and then stops and doesn't actually touch it because it seems to be a walkie-talkie from what we've been seeing from all these mind-controlled people.
Shit.
The problem is that it's been dropped in the snow, so it's been dropped recently, and there are no footsteps in the snow around it.
Oh.
Is it deep in the snow?
Yeah, the snow is only a real light, fluffy layer of snow on the ground, so when the rock got dropped, it did sink quite a ways down into the snow.
Oh, I was about to ask if I could, like, see if it was, like, maybe dropped from the sky, but...
Ooh.
With the snow, it would be pretty hard to tell how far it fell.
Yeah.
Is there anything I have that could be useful in this situation? Bells.
I heard you say bells instead of spells, and I was like, that's a great idea. Just aggressively shake some bells in the talkie-rocky.
That's what I heard too.
I definitely
Same.
heard bells as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be on a sleigh.
Ching, 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 ching.
I could do that. You know, I'm just gonna
No.
mage hand this stone and put it in with the other Rocky Talkies. So
Okay.
we now have 3.
I don't think that's a good idea, because it's very odd.
Then we just leave it here?
I don't know. I don't know, but like, it's here, and there's no footsteps like anybody else was here.
Creepy.
It feels weird.
I could fly about to see if there's anybody hidden nearby.
So you do notice, though, the road is about 2.5 carts wide, and there is like a section of that width that has been trampled under a few carts that have been passing by. So it does seem that nobody was walking around on the ground where this rock fell, but it could have been tossed off of a cart.
Oh.
That's fair.
Well, if it's important, someone will come back for it.
Or they were just getting rid of it to get out of contact with her.
Real.
If you'd like, I can handle it.
Sure.
Alright. It'll go in with the other rock that's in my pouch that's kind of useless at the moment. And it just stays in the component pouch.
Nice. So
Okay.
now there are 3 Rocky Talkies and a useless rock among us.
It was not useless, but then we used the spell inside of it, so now it's useless.
Yeah, it was used to help a wash.
Oh yeah, it was used to help a wash.
Is it?
Yeah, it
that
had the
was-
heal spell.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the spell
right.
that I used to save your ass. You're welcome.
Right. Right.
Right.
And now we're keeping the rock, so now we can check it.
Mm-hmm.
So camping is a lot more comfortable for you guys with the tent
Mm-hmm.
at your disposal, given
Mhm.
that it is snowing.
Mm-hmm. And less conspicuous than a sudden inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just not getting lucky with getting Age Scroll.
No. That rage scroll is just
Me and me.
infuriating.
Not enough though.
I got it.
Thank you.
Same.
I also got it, but presence is appreciated.
If there's one thing Vashar can do, it's cause a chuckle.
You were gonna say it'd show up, and I was like, you sure did.
That too. Vashara can in fact show up. Ah.
All right. So we have another day of travel. So can I get 4 more D100 rolls?
Ooh. Absolutely. Okay. A 10 in 83.
No. A
No.
39, a 30, a 10, an 83.
Oh, I didn't see the first 2. My bad.
All right. The temperature stays about the same. And sorry, I have to find it on the map. The snow does seem to go away. It's the temperature is hovering just slightly warmer than freezing. So the snow is starting to melt away. And then there is heavy wind. It's extremely windy, which makes it cold and wet. The snow is blowing around, and it's not a great experience.
I
Mm-hmm.
battle in
Oh,
Rush.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't figuring.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
So you are on the road, and ahead of you down the road, Amelia stops the cart because she has seen that there is a large cart that is also covered like yours, but this is more of a cargo transportation than a people transportation.
Mm-hmm. They carry in supplies.
Yeah, and it is tipped over onto its side,
Oh no.
which is less than comfortable for the horse that's still hitched to it.
Oh shit.
let's go save the horse,
Yes.
and also maybe some people.
Yes. Utopian.
Trucks,
I can get there a lot faster if I can fly out of a moving cart.
The cart's not
Oh,
there.
He's already stopped it.
wait. Before we all just go jumping, let's not jump to conclusions here. Yes, these might be people that are in need of help, but be wary.
This This could also very well be a trap set by the Accord.
With our situations right now, better for us to be careful and not so hasty, jump to conclusions to try and help people that look like they're in need.
Mm-hmm. I
Oh.
could be a bird and just fly by, see if people genuinely do need help.
I think that's starting to be known of something that you can do. Might not be the safest.
But do you have a
Well,
better idea?
I mean, honestly, all of us rolling up as one, rather than one being out in the distance and not knowing, unless we see something suddenly. It's I don't know. At this point, being so separating.
Okay. So we all go as a group then.
Maybe leave. Well, depending on how far we are away, maybe leave Wash and Amelia back here because
Range
they're the
support.
ranged children.
True.
I wouldn't say children. That's my brain.
Ranged children.
I mean, I'm not against that. Actually, sounds like a decent.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I was gonna suggest as much.
if Wash so chooses to and sees something off, he can take a shot before they even know what's happening.
Wash, I'm going to ask that you get confirmation from Amelia before you shoot because you can be a little hasty.
Just watch for my finger.
No, you can also be a little hasty.
It's
So
intimidation. I point fingers at one of his comrades. Click.
Yeah, you just like fake shoot a finger gun at
Yeah,
someone and then their
you
head
drop
explodes.
someone. Exactly. It'd be
Wash.
great.
Wait until either Kit or I do something, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Crocs rolls his eyes.
I'm gonna
Alright.
pretend that I didn't see that, probably because I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't your passive perception pretty high?
It's a
Only
20,
if you
but
can
I'm
see
also
me.
short.
Mine's 23, so
Yeah, we've been over this. Croxalt's the only one that can't see shit.
Yeah, 12. Woo!
So he can't tell that I can tell.
Okay, I'm too tall.
Shut up. You sunk low enough.
Well, guess we get to it here. We've taken enough time trying to figure out what we're planning on doing here.
Yes.
Yeah.
You two, off the cart. I will drive.
Why are you
What?
driving the
I
cart?
will not.
are we
Amelia's
just
already
walking?
stopped the cart. We're right here. Just get
Oh.
out of the cart and go help.
Then let's help. I hop out and I help.
I lay
I will
down on
also
top
help.
of the cart with Skybreaker out, just ready to help in case.
And Amelia will do the same and climb up top with you. We are
Well-
about 200 feet away from the cart that's tipped over.
Dope.
Yeah, Crocs will just start making his way there, but at any moment he sees something off, ready to grab his eye.
So what you see is you're looking at a view of the backside of the cart. It seems to have been traveling in the same direction that you are traveling in when it tipped. And the back of the cart has a symbol on it. And I haven't completely decided on the exact appearance of the symbol, but it involves the use of 3 circles, and each of them have a symbol inside of the circle. One of the symbols has the same image that you've seen on Ytterbian's shield inside of the circle.
Wait a minute. So would I definitely know this because of all the book reading that I did on the various religions?
And your time in Forge Crest, absolutely, you recognize the symbol used by the Lunar Temple in Forge Crest, which basically advertises that they are sort of non-denominational in that they cater to worshippers of all 3 moons. So it's a temple in service to each of the 3 lunar deities.
Shite.
Well,
Shite.
does this qualify as doing religious duties?
If not, better.
There is also a door on the back side of the cart that is open. It has fallen open as the cart fell over. And I shit you not, literal golden platinum pieces are spilling out of it.
Oh.
Don't touch it. Those are probably offerings. You put them back. Actually, I'll put them back. Start tipping the cart back.
Okay.
Can somebody else look and see if there's actually anybody who is driving it around?
I will look around. Turns into bird form. Caca!
I really wish you would do that as human, but that's fine. And this is said under breath, since she's probably already left.
Yes, she has. Are there people about?
You're muted, Chels.
Motherfucker, I'm sorry. Yes, please make a perception check to find people.
Shall do one perception.
An arrow rips through the air.
I'm gonna roll a d4.
Please. Do well.
We got a 17.
17.
It does seem that with the snow melting off, there does seem to be a rather elderly gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And he appears unconscious and underneath the cart.
Oh, looks. Yep, Vishar is just going to, go over immediately to this man, and then just turn back into herself. And then she's going to grab onto him and cast a dimension door.
Wow, okay.
So he's...
was meant to be a challenge into a very easy problem to solve. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you take him?
And so I just take him back to us.
Okay.
Yeah. And now Vishar is... You saw a bird go behind the cart, and then immediately Feather appears right in front of y'all. And then Vishara holding a man that's unconscious. Man, he's heavier. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Okay. Woo! Hi.
When you say y'all, are you referring to the people that are by the carriage or by Crux, Kit, and I around the carriage?
Crux, Kit, and I.
Okay.
Actually, Kit would have wandered off to try and calm down the horse because...
Oh.
Oh, good call.
So, yes. Crux and Utavian. Back to Crux and Utavian.
Gonna stop picking up the various offertories, just be like, shite!
I know.
Gonna
He
run
needs
over.
healing.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on him first to see exactly what's wrong. What's popping with the old man, other than his joints, probably.
He does seem to be suffering some very severe hypothermia, bordering on, I know the word when your body starts to freeze.
Hypothermia?
No,
Frostbite.
Frostbite, that's the word. He does seem to be experiencing some of that. And he was crushed, so there is some trauma to his body.
Greatly appreciate that you did not make me roll for medicine. Thank you.
It's fairly obvious. It's not hard to see.
Okay.
You have high passive medicine.
Passive medicine. That's brilliant. Anyways. I'm just gonna start getting to work on him and just trying to raise his core temperature as much as possible, as quickly as possible, without actually making it worse, and start doing some healing stuff.
Rox would
All
like
right.
to take a look around and see if he can find any reasons as to why this cart tipped.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. Make an investigation.
I asked
I will
Wash to
give
help
you-
me, but he's not here.
I will give you bardic inspiration.
Oh joy. I'm gonna need it, because I don't have any modifier to investigation.
Well,
Like, I could investigate the area through my scope, but that's about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then what's the inspiration?
it's a D8. Damn.
Fucking
Hey. 24. So you notice that the cart seems to be relatively intact, except for so there isn't necessarily a driver's side in a cart, but we'll use that word because it'll help you understand that the front driver's side wheel is not attached to the cart. And there is also what would amount to a medieval jack next to it, tipped over.
Ah. Lost a wheel, trying to fix their problem. Things went awry.
Definitely made the problem worse.
Well, you know what? I'm only imagining this cart's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it is loaded with valuable things.
Wonder if I can stand it back up.
So, question: should I roll to calm the horse and remove
Yes,
it from the
please.
cart before he flips the cart?
Well, I was gonna say, if
The-
anything, I figured you'd let the horse, like, unhook the horse before.
Yeah, it's easy enough to get the horse unattached, and it does seem to be rather skittish. It's also not necessarily in a good way. The best way to describe this horse is that it's a fucking nag. It's old and well past its prime, and you get the sense that it's been stuck to that horse or stuck to that cart for a while in the cold. Roll an animal handling to
I did. I'm not very
Oh.
good at it. I got an 11.
that's enough. It's not a super high difficulty.
Just a horse.
The horse does seem to you get it to the point where now that it's detached, it isn't ready to bolt, and does seem to be rather approachable.
Okay, that's good. I'm just glad it's no longer attached to the cart that's about to be attempted to be flipped.
So, with me trying to pick this, I'm assuming it'd be strength, not athletics.
It would be straight strength.
Dang it. Hoping athletics, because I got plus 15.
Here's another bardic inspiration. Because you gotta lift all of that wood.
Oh boy. Yeah, inspirations. That wasn't great. Yeah, no, I still don't think so. It's pretty heavy.
What did you roll?
13 total.
13 total. Yeah, it's definitely going to take more than just one person.
Okay. You know what? Vishar's gonna get in the mix. Vishar's gonna do it. She's gonna cast Enhance Ability on herself. Specifically the Strength one. Which one is the Strength one? The Bull's Strength. Ooh. Advantage on strength checks and double the carry capacity.
You know
Interesting
what?
choice.
Amelia is going to notice that things going on, that there doesn't seem to be danger, so she's going to head over and also help.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wash will stay on Overwatch.
There you go.
That's fair.
Playing a different game over there?
What was that?
How'd you know I was playing New World? No.
All right,
I
so
am too. No, I'm kidding.
everyone make a strength check.
I am not helping lift the cart. I'm trying to help the old man with various boo-boos, so...
I will give Amelia a bardic inspiration.
How many of those you got?
I got 3 left after this.
Hot damn.
Oh,
I
so
get
tempted.
6 bardics a short rest, y'all.
Should have bloodlusted before this. Would have been a nice, tasty 24.
Ugh.
How did
Why am I so weak? Wait,
Because
I'm
of
not
what
proficient.
you
I can roll a d4.
I mean,
12.
how did I do the best?
I don't know.
I am
You-
so confused.
you got
by that.
lucky.
I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Also,
Because you're
DM,
so zen.
that will be a total of 13 hit points from the healing spell to the old man. It is a cure wound.
Okay. It does seem to do him a great deal of good. He's still unconscious, but he's definitely not looking like he might die soon.
Also, I am going to put a couple blankets on him and keep him out of the snow.
Okay.
No slush. Then I will go help with the cart.
Okay. All right, we'll try once more. Everyone that's lifting, make a strength check.
Okay.
all right, I'm
This
getting mad. I'm
one's-
getting mad this time.
Okay. This one's going to Amelia. Wait, Amelia, you didn't use the bar. Never mind. This one's going to Kit.
Oh.
Not Amelia.
Okay.
Yep, because you already have bardic inspirations.
Well, I got a nat 20, so... Goddamn if I'm not lifting this fucking cart.
Okay.
With the nat 20 and a 17, we'll say that you it's heavy and difficult, but we do manage to get the cart back on its 3 wheels. It is, however, precariously balanced because that one wheel is missing. It would tip over if we let go of it.
Oh,
Crux is going to continue holding it up while somebody that, could grab this wheel. Since we're not straight lifting it right now, we're just keeping it upright.
Right.
I can make it so 3 people are very, very strong for the next hour, and then I can fix the cart.
We just need somebody to slap that wheel back on there so we can at least make sure it won't tip over. We can fix it once it's stable.
Is
Okay.
the wheel around?
The wheel is next to the cart. It was crushed and shattered when the cart fell over.
Oh
Where's the
shit,
jack?
we don't have a wheel.
Was
There
Jack
is a
next
jack.
to it?
Wash! Jack the cart!
He's a couple 100 feet away. One of you can't step away. We're not lifting the cart anymore. We're just holding it
Okay,
here.
fine.
Yeah,
I'll
one
do
It's
it.
gonna
person
take a
can
minute, but I can do
Oh.
I can do mending.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, we can
I-
do that to fix the wheel once we have this stabilized.
Okay. Just 3, 2, 1. Fashar, let's go. Does the jack thing? Who?
Okay. The cart is on 3 wheels and a jack and stable.
Okay.
I'm gonna slap the wheel onto it, and then start casting mending.
Okay.
Nobody die for the next minute.
Got it.
Got it. So at the point that this happened, it was like 6 or 7 in the evening. So you guys have the option to stay here and camp for the night or keep going for another few hours.
I'm down to camp with this man.
Let's say I do not feel comfortable leaving this man alone,
Same.
Yeah.
especially considering he's of the temple and
Yes.
he's elderly.
Mhm.
And he's probably very likely to get robbed.
So true. Who is this man? Who are you, sir?
Could
He's
I
still
actually-
unconscious.
Yeah, he's still unconscious, but could I look over his possessions for like a symbol or like a clerical thing of some kind?
Yeah, absolutely. He's wearing simple clothing. He was dressed for the weather, so it's cold weather clothing. But he does not have any possessions of any value, and he doesn't seem to have any weapons or holy symbols, anything recognizable. He's just some old man.
Huh.
So you guys put up your cart. Do you try to find somewhere off the road, or do you stay near the temple cart?
Feel like we try to move the temple cart.
I mean,
Oh.
I've cast mending on the wheel, so it should be okay to move theoretically.
Yeah, it does seem to be that the wheel comes back together because all the pieces are there, you know.
Mhm.
It just takes some finesse getting all the pieces into place and then casting mending to fuse them back together. And the wheel seems sound, and we're able to get it put back on the cart, and the cart does seem to be in working order.
Nice. Then let's
Meow.
What?
take you first.
There was just a sound that sounded oddly like a cat. What was that?
I don't
My
know.
cat.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was fucking Rev's cat.
It's my cat.
Okay, I just got very confused for a second. And I was like, did one of you make that sound? Or...
Yeah, no, I heard the cat go meow, and I was like, meow. Yeah,
I had a
that's a
heart
kitty.
attack. Anyway,
I had a hunch that it was, in fact, a cat.
No way.
cat.
So
What
we all we put up our tent, bring the guy in, and it actually does seem to do him some good being in the warmer temperatures inside the tent. So he's resting peacefully.
Hmm.
We should probably have somebody outside to watch, because the other cart has so much valuable stuff in it.
Very
Rox
true,
will take
actually, yes.
first watch, maybe. I'm just so perceptive.
I was about to
Mm.
say, I think I should actually take first watch.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably take all watches.
You
Oh, yeah,
do
true.
some sleep though.
Let you get your 4 hours of meditation, whatever you do.
I'll take
Mhm.
second watch, and then you take the last 4 hours. Bill.
That's
He
fine.
just like rests his eyes.
Well,
Oh,
it says I can finish a long rest in 4 hours if you spend those hours in an inactive, motionless state during which I retain consciousness.
Nice.
So, like, I could take the whole watch, and if something goes down, I'm like, oh, hey, something's, I just stop resting at the point that I
Mhm.
need to if something goes down. But
You notice shit happening.
yeah.
And
That is
suddenly,
fair enough.
bang, rings out in the night, and everybody's awake suddenly.
Yeah, wake the fuck up.
Yeah,
And I
but
feel like I could.
I feel like for at
sorry.
least, I was about to say, for that reason, I feel like for at least 4 hours, you should rest and let somebody else take watches.
Well, the only reason I say that I could probably do that, I don't think that'd be a thing I could normally do. The only reason I feel like I could actually keep watch during those 4 hours is because of the alert feat that I have.
Oh, yeah, you are alert.
So, like, that's
Not
why.
unconscious.
The
Yeah.
shower's just gonna join you anyway. He just wants to keep you company.
Yeah, it's
Boom.
no worries.
Yeah.
If I
I'll-
didn't have alert, I don't think that it would work that
It
well
probably
because I probably wouldn't be paying as much attention or whatever, But
Oh,
Mhm.
true.
Halfway daydreaming.
So, with the group of us, we all are able to put in some time, however we are able, and the watch does go by without a hitch.
Nice.
in the latter part of the morning, I will say that about this time, everyone else has gone to bed, and Wash is the only one that's outside keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time when everyone starts to wake up, everyone inside the tent starts to become aware of a wonderful, fantastic smell of food being cooked inside the tent.
Ooh.
And you all wake up and rouse yourself to find that there is part of the tent is that there is a small campfire in the center that keeps the area warm, and over that has appeared some form of a makeshift cooking platform over the fire, and there are sausage links and eggs and diced potatoes and random items of a breakfast feast being prepared over the fire. And the old man, looking a lot healthier than he did last night, is sitting there beside the fire cooking the food.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. I hope you rested well.
We did.
I hope you rested well. Are you all right?
I assure you, there is no need to be concerned over my health.
There was quite a reason to be concerned over your health. Excuse me.
Your legs were
Your everything was a bit smashed.
crushed.
Can I
was... Say, yeah, can you what?
Can I go ahead and do a medicine check on him?
Sure, yeah.
It's a 15. I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
15 is still enough for you to be able to recognize that there is absolutely no sign of any injury to this person. And part of your medicine check, you also realize that he doesn't really look as old as he did last night. Kind of more silver fox than old as fuck.
Oh.
Oh, like late 50s compared to like late 70s.
There's only one silver fox in these parts, all right?
To be fair, you're outside and he's in the tent, which I'm pretty sure is in a pocket
You know
dimension
what?
type of space.
That's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair.
So there is only one silver fox in these parts.
Amazing.
I mean, Wash is only 48, but
True.
45, don't bring up age.
you're also a dwarf. Like,
Oh. You're dead. What do you want me to tell you, bud? I'm gonna keep growing, you're not.
fair.
God, why do I get the feeling that my character is the youngest one here?
Nope.
I
I'm
mean-
the youngest.
Oh? I don't know how old your character is.
22 or 23.
Oh, okay.
27.
Okay, then.
Anyway,
Back on track.
Moving on. No longer old as fuck. Odd.
He makes the comment that there's no need to be concerned about his health. And then he just, with a pleasant expression on his face, he resumes, excuse me, hiccup. He resumes cooking the food.
So I think you have a thing or two to explain.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, Vishara, why don't you help me look and see if anything was broken in the cart? I didn't check before all
Yes.
of the stuff happened before we went to sleep.
Oh, I'm
Shall
curious
do.
if there's anything left in the cart.
I'm gonna pull Vishara outside
Oh, yes.
for a semi-private conversation.
Mm-hmm. We are now semi-private. What do you need?
But Wash is also outside.
I was like, hello,
Hear
ladies.
this.
I was literally gonna be like, hello.
Good morning. The person's awake,
Ah,
and he looks quite a bit younger than he did when he was injured.
good night's rest to do that for a fella.
No, like legitimately.
Like
It's like
20
he
years
de-aged.
younger.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, do you go to bed and then look 20 years younger? No.
No, I don't go to bed at all anymore. Remember?
Right.
Your point. I'm just saying it's a wee bit odd, don't you think?
A tad, yes.
So I didn't do anything that should de-age a person. I just put on some cure wounds and hoped for the best. Put some blankets on him.
Mm-hmm. All I did was dimension door his butt. Over to you.
Well,
That's
I
what
mean,
you thought.
we did find him under a wagon in a ditch, and you said he was awake already. Maybe he cleaned himself up a bit. I'm sure I'd look like hell if you found me in a ditch under a wagon.
Yeah, but not
Really?
so much of a hellscape that you de-age 20 years.
Dirt and grime can really do a lot for your looks. Make you look much older.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's all a good disguise takes.
Maybe. Did we ever clean up the gold and platinum that was on the road?
I
Yes.
did. I was doing that
You did.
right before you found him.
Good. How much
Let's
was in
actually
there, by the way? Is that polite to ask?
It is not polite to ask, no.
Then I will not be asking that question.
But I am going to actually double check and see if anything is broken, because if there were holy water vials in there and those got broken, that could be a wee bit disastrous.
So true.
I'm so glad I'm not there for this. I can ask him.
Lucky.
Because I've been curious myself ever since we saw it.
No, you're not here for me to tell you it's impolite, so you could
Exactly.
totally say this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm glad I'm not there for that conversation.
I could just be mad at you when I walk into the tent. Win-win for everyone.
Yay!
I don't like being mad, honestly, but it happens. So, Chelsea, is there actually anything broken in the wagon, or do I need to roll an investigation?
No perception or investigation needed because you open the door to it's at the back of the cart to look inside. There is nothing in there.
What?
I
What?
had a feeling.
Not anything. Nothing is in there.
Hold up, but we saw
It's
Fisher
all a ruse.
Platinum in there, right?
You did.
We were
It was
standing.
heavy. You
What?
had to lift it. Yeah, it was there.
What?
Wash.
Yeah,
You're sure you didn't,
not a thing.
and nothing happened on your watch, Bashara? Were you out here?
on my watch?
Because nothing happened when I was out here. Earth. And the plains.
Yeah, it's weird.
We need to ask him what was happening. Who is this man?
So while you guys have been outside doing that, Crocs and Kit, what are you doing inside?
Kit is watching everything this man does, extremely suspicious of this man.
Okay.
Yeah, Crocs isn't all that happy either. If anything, he's gonna be like sitting there sharpening his axe as he would each morning.
Okay. You do see this this person. He's making breakfast with the contented air of like a father making breakfast for his kids.
Aww. Cute.
That's not on. He doesn't know us. And we don't know him.
Right. Suspicious man.
And you're outside.
We are.
I'm not gonna be outside forever.
I
It's
know.
still cold.
It's just where you are right now.
Yes. So true.
And you're not doing anything. You're just watching him suspiciously.
Oh, I'm not like watching him suspiciously. I'm just paying attention to what he's doing, like anybody would with somebody cooking a meal for them that they don't know, while I sharpen my axe.
I'm watching him.
You go to a
like he's being
restaurant and you're like,
suspicious as hell.
this is fishy.
What was that, Kit?
I'm watching him like he's being as suspicious as hell, but I'm also a suspicious little fuck.
Something's wrong.
My
I can
favorite.
feel it.
Probably not wrong, but it's definitely not right.
Yeah, just keeping an eye on him.
So nothing really suspicious happens. Really nothing other than cooking food happens. So by the time the others are inside, the food is actually about ready by that point.
Ooh. Yay! Sausage and eggs. Starving. Who are you and what have you done with... What is happening?
Well, thanks for that. I was gonna try and do it subtly.
He
When has that ever happened?
he has a bunch of just wooden platters, like small plates that he loads up with food, and each of you have a breakfast handed to you. It's up to you whether you eat it.
Yes.
Gonna
And
eat
he
it, but only because I do have advantage on poison shit.
Crux is fine.
I can't be poisoned, so I'll eat, but still.
It is delicious and just perfectly cooked, and for some reason it's every food item has a more pronounced and pleasant flavor than you're used to. Like the sausage is more sausagey, the tomatoes are more tomatoey, the potatoes are more potatoey, the eggs are wonderful. Like
How did you
everything
do this to
is-
the eggs?
They're all wonderful. Just so good. He's after handing you all your food, he does say that I won't apologize for the deception. You see, I had to be sure of myself and of I had to confirm for myself that her trust in you is not misplaced.
Oh.
Before also tossing my own involvement into the matter.
Oh. I'm assuming you're talking about Geror?
Indeed I am.
Oh. Well, that's grand.
Are you the father that Father Aberley? What's his face?
Abney.
Thank you.
Michael Abney.
I knew it was Michael, but saying Father Mike just didn't sound right.
Well, Kit wouldn't call him father, so you're just Michael Abney.
I am not so well known as the good father. But I do tend to find myself occupied with a very similar work as he does.
Mm.
Well, traveler, monk, priest, if that's what you are, be warned. This band of brothers and sisters, as kind-hearted as we appear, will not hesitate to crush you into ash.
Whoa!
Proceed with caution.
Oh.
What can you do for us?
Okay,
Gosh.
okay.
That
Mm.
is a bit excessive here.
I am so sorry.
I mean,
I think it was perfectly clear and reasonable.
No.
The gentleman,
I mean-
actually he laughs as if he's just deeply pleased by the comment.
And that was
And
sorry.
he looks at you and he says, Washburn, I am deeply pleased by the level of loyalty that you have for these people who you've not known for very long. Given your history of a multitude of reasons not to trust anyone, I am deeply, deeply happy that you have found people to depend on.
And he definitely takes that in with a bit of shock that he knows me. But that when he said that wasn't he didn't have like a malicious look on his face either. It was just a statement. It was sort of a statement of fact kind of tone of like a, hey, this is the situation. We're, as I said, as he said, he was saying that we are kind-hearted and we're good people, but we're also suspicious as fuck.
But I will cut you.
Yeah. Just so the party is aware of Wash's intentions with that. It
we are
wasn't
very
like
insightful people. Thank you for this clarification.
Yeah.
So, DM,
I also got that from a book that I got
may
recently.
I make an insight check
I like
on
it.
him? Now that I'm very suspicious since he used Wash's full name.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please.
He's not making himself more or less. He's making himself more suspicious the longer he's in our tent.
I have a feeling I know who he is, but I don't want to say words until I know.
I have many feelings about who he could be, but I'm still suspicious. That is a numbers 23.
So are you trying to make a insight check as to his identity?
His identity, or like maybe why he's here,
Okay.
and
Um,
why he knows Wash specifically, or any of us at all.
so the best I can say with a 23, given his enigmatic nature, is you're looking at a child's coloring page of like a connects the dots kind of thing. And the dots that you have before you that you're trying to connect, the picture that you're getting is that this person is without a doubt someone very powerful, and this power, you have a feeling, is probably divine.
Is it benevolent?
You are getting absolutely zero red flags from this person. He's shady and not exactly forthcoming with truth. But so far he has done nothing harmful.
Rox is kind of like gonna poke at his food and test it and sniff it.
It's
look
good
very
food.
weird.
Sorry, go ahead, Crocs.
We've had run-ins with food that we thought was good, and turned out it wasn't before. So just extra cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you a bit. In fact, I would be rather disappointed if you hadn't learned a lesson from that experience.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do you know what we're talking about?
And after a moment of stunned silence, Wash is like, and yeah, how do you know my name, sir?
Kelsey, you have
Kenzie, I would answer that, but I'm gonna need a check for that answer. For Kit and Croxall and Wash, he says, I believe that right now is the moment that some open communication and truth is required. As, for the entirety of my existence here, I have done my very best to stand for truth and justice and light in the world. And it pains me that I had to meet you under deceptive and manipulative situation. But times are tough right now. And I had to be sure. You were faced with a direct interaction of your own personal guilt. And you met it with humility. Some defensiveness, of course, that's human nature, but there was more humility than defense, and I was impressed. You were faced with evidence of trouble in the area, and you investigated it and handled it with intelligence and clever thinking and logic. Again, I was impressed. Yesterday, you were faced with the opportunity to gain quite a bit of wealth with no possible risk of ramifications. You could easily have taken what you wanted from that cart and left an old man to die, and no one would ever have known. Instead, you restored his belongings to him, you fixed his cart, and you treated him and brought him into your home. Your compassion and your good nature says a lot about you. So in turn, I'll tell you about me. I've gone by many names, but I'll give you the most common. I'm known as Gallaman.
Yes!
I preside over I preside over the nature of goodwill in this world. I have always tried to guide and aid those who also do the same. I'm not so trusting and quick to act as my dear friend. She came to you early in this endeavor and has guided you like a mother. It's time that the rest of us step in. I will promise you that you will receive no help from Yuzla. That I can promise. But help from me you will have.
Thank you.
I guarantee and give you my word that the food you have just eaten was healthy and nurturing. There is a spell that some of you might be familiar with. It's something that I myself teach my acolytes. You can probably know it from the title Hero's Feast. I did treat the food, which is underhanded. I didn't make you aware that you were eating enhanced food before I handed it to you, and I apologize for that. But this meal, should you eat it in full over the next hour, will provide you with the Hero's Feast benefit. However, because it comes from me and not secondhand from an acolyte, the benefit will not fade.
What? What?
It can be dispelled from you.
Don't yell at God.
That's Colby saying what? Not for sure.
But going forward, you may consider yourself under the benefit of the Hero's Feast spell in perpetuity.
I don't even remember what that.
I'm searching it right now.
Wisdom saving throws. You are immune to fear and poison. And other things. I forget what all.
We also
and
get...
You also get 27 temporary hit points. And
Oh
those
my
will
God.
regenerate every dawn.
Oh! 27 temp HP! That's insane! Wait,
It's not temp HP. Your maximum hit
it's your
point
hit
increases.
point maximum!
Oh,
It increases.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Somehow
god.
I was remembering it as temp, so you all gain 27 max HP.
Oh god, this is insane, bro.
This is madness.
Wait, 27 plus 16 is equal to 43. I'm at 143 health, bitches.
Nice.
Wash tentatively takes a bite of a sausage
Just to get at least.
just to see if it's.
Well, we have to
so
eat it for an
Wash,
hour.
the problem, the situation here, Wash, is that
Yeah.
your nature as a reborn means that food doesn't really taste very good to you and doesn't really do you very much good. But you're eating literal god food. And for this meal only, you eat as a mortal. It tastes like it used to. It tastes like home, like your wife cooked.
Oh damn.
That's
Oh,
so nice.
Wash actually gathers up a plate and takes part in the meal, and is eating with an air of reverence even.
So for the next hour, you share a meal with a god, and you are entitled to ask any questions that you like, and if he is able to answer, he will do so.
I actually do have a question for him.
Fire away.
We had a friend, Luminor, who was a follower of yours. Does he still follow you? You know how he's doing?
Why don't we have Justice answer that question?
What?
I don't know if we finished that talk.
The decision is entirely yours. You can say that
Oops.
Galliman is aware that Luminor would rather he not say. You can tell us what you think Luminor is doing.
Sorry, Justice.
It's all right.
This can be a tabled question if needed.
Give me like five more seconds. Let me think about this.
Sure.
We can say insert answer here and go on to another question while you think.
Absolutely.
Okay. Other question. How's Panopos doing? Any thoughts on that? Any idea?
Panopos is not well. He is he's under some form of magical containment that greatly reflects all divination magic that can see or detect him. You know,
Okay.
I can still penetrate that barrier to get a vague sense that he is alive.
Good.
But that is all that I can tell.
Darn.
Of course he's alive. He's more useful alive.
That's true. Yeah.
Please.
So sorry. Can you tell if he's alive? North of here? South of here? Are we going in the right direction is what I'm trying to ask.
I know as much as you do about his location.
Valid.
But I will say that my plan, if I were in your shoes, would be rather similar or exactly the same as yours. I would head to town.
We're thinking God tiers over here. This is nice.
I feel like I have to ask, how strong is this magic in order to be able to hide it from a god?
Well, it's less about strength and brute force than it is about just inordinate amounts of time dedicated to this. Planning has gone into it. the Accord have been about their business for a while, and they plan ahead for possibilities like this. They haven't necessarily been making plans for Panopos and for you specifically, but for a good long time, they have been in the works of planning to do things like this. So they had things like this ready to use, and it's more about the manipulation of a multitude of implemented spells and items and other means of care, and less about brute force.
So it's less of the strength of the actual magic and more of just how much is involved.
Right. It's just overkill at this point.
Valid.
Kindly do not use the word kill when talking about this subject. I'd really not want to start thinking about possibilities.
You're right. I apologize.
Just
Over, well done.
excessive.
Mm.
Do you have any messages that you want us to take back to Forgecrest with us?
No, nothing from me directly. But I will say that if you do run into, my good friend Michael, he has been devout for such a long time, and he's been through some trials. So, if you could find a way to, without mentioning my name, reassure him that he's done a good thing and it hasn't gone unnoticed.
All right.
Now that you've brought him up, I have a problem with an earlier statement that you made. You said you were less well known than him. You're a god. Sir, what the fuck?
Well, you will find that worship for me is not as sincere under the surface as it seems to be. Those who are sincerely aware of me and have any interest in me are few. There are many who pay lip service and make claims of spirituality, but in all reality there is very little sincerity to that.
That is not the answer I was expecting. I'm sorry.
I'm not looking for quantity. I'm looking for quality. And those I do have at my side are precious to me.
Any advice on how to deal with this Pauline character? I mean, we have some ideas about what she's all about and how to deal with her, but just, I don't know. You're a god. Any thoughts on that matter?
You're approaching Pauline very smart, and I approve. I will suggest that you maintain your current course heading, and try not to be against increasing your numbers. There are troubled times ahead, and many that you will meet do not have the best of intentions, but there are few that do. And you would be wise to try to recognize those few.
Good to know.
So Chelsea, message. I sent you a message.
Oh, right. I didn't notice. Let me respond. Just give me one sec, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Also, out of character, just so everybody else in the chat knows, halfway through Chelsea's description of the man, I started aggressively messaging her on Discord. Is it Galamon? Is that fucking Galamon?
Yes, it is.
I too
so-
had that growing suspicion.
I had a that he was a god. I just didn't know which one. Because I don't know my gods.
Same.
Boy, can I teach you about him!
I only know the
In-
one god, and I made a personal pact with her. And even then, I'm still sketchy on her religion.
Well, then you know another god too, because you know of Karor.
I do, but I know even less about Karor.
Boy, can I teach ya!
You think Vishara pays attention? I mean, she
Wash
does.
knows like 3 gods, but
Wash knows a lot.
Mm.
Wash has been around the block.
a little bit,
Whoa.
yeah. But
Wait, I just realized that's a bad thing. My apologies.
anyways, in regards to the question posed to Galaman about Luminor,
Mm-hmm.
he'd probably respond saying that he does know of Luminor, and that he's having trouble sensing Luminor as well, as there is a pervasive darkness in the mountains he calls home that
Oh.
that clouds his sight.
Dang. Mm. Mm.
That is not the good news we were hoping for, I think, but hopefully we'll be able to get up there and help him at some point.
Possibly. Who knows?
And as with Panopos, though, he does say that he knows enough that he still lives at the moment.
Yes.
Good job.
So
Nice. Mm-hmm. Well, I've been offering this to everyone that we've met along our travels, sort of here and there. Would you like a taste of Chromolo?
My god. Can you get a god drunk?
Or
Gal-
Can certainly try.
I'm not trying to get him drunk. I'm trying to do business here. If I can get a god
He
to
looks
be like,
deep.
yes, this is good.
Elsie's trying to talk.
Sorry.
It's fine. He looks deeply pleased and thrilled for the chance to try something that he's been watching happen.
Okay, so I kind of inspire this man to go into business, I say as I'm pouring him the shot. So, really, it's this really nice chromolescent liquid. Here you go. You take a little bit of fruit, and then Vishara just goes into her bag, pulls out some various things. Are you a cherry person or a blackberry kind of person?
You know, I've always been partial to cherries.
Here you go. Oop, you just throw one in there. You take it like a shot. Crush your fruit in your mouth and just enjoy.
He pounds it, and he handles it like a champ. And
Like a god, even maybe.
yeah, like a god.
Who knew?
And he says that it is just as wonderful as he always thought it should be, and thanks you for giving him a chance to actually try something that he's been watching from afar.
You're welcome. Yes, it works surprisingly well with any fruit, really.
I don't know. I spent a lot of money in gas.
I can taste that it would benefit from just about any flavor addition.
Mm-hmm. Watermelon, not so much, but everything else, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. I gave alcohol to a god. This is cool.
I feel like that if this was a video game, that would be an accomplishment. Like
You
that would
would.
pop up on the screen.
The ultimate saleswoman. Achievement unlocked. You've given alcohol to almost everyone you've encountered, plus a god. Congratulations.
God level bartender.
Yes.
God, a Fey King.
A fey queen, even.
Yeah, that one too.
Hmm. I definitely gave it to some Nagas behind the scenes. Like, I didn't say so out loud, but like Vishara definitely did.
About the point when the 1 hour meal has finished, Galaman looks at Euterbian and he says, I believe there's someone outside for you, but it's probably best that you go out alone.
All right. I'll go do that then. As I'm heading out, real quick, right before I head out, if anybody hears a scream, be concerned, but only come out one at a time.
Good to know.
It does seem to be that whether it's the nature of the tent or Galaman's influence, you know, the Wash didn't actually detect the smell of food until he came in, and you know
That's true.
the sound didn't carry. So whatever happens inside the tent doesn't seem to carry outside.
Oh, you did say it was like a pocket dimension, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck.
Well,
All right.
we believe in you.
And unfortunately, that's about all I have for today. Other than this encounter, the travel will go smoothly. So if there are any activities that you'd like to engage in while riding in the cart for the next, what amounts to 14, no, it would be more like 11 days until you reach town. Let me know what activities you'd like to be engaged in, and we'll pick it up next time we play, hopefully next week, with Arrival at Forgecrest.
Wait. What
Wow.
happens outside the tent?
Yeah, well, I was gonna wrap this up, and then you and I can hop in another room. Everyone else can sit and chat without having to sit and wait, because we're about to the end of things right now.
I was about to
Gotcha.
say, Chelsea, are you leaving me on this cliffhanger?
No, of course not. So I'm gonna drag you over with me, and we're gonna go into another room. I love you all. You are all precious to me, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
For the
I
end of
gotta-
the stream, since I back out, I'm gonna also just make sure and throw in my new slogan: kindness is free. I love you all, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
And I'm gonna be
Bye,
heading out
Chelsea.
here too as well because I gotta get some things done this.
But wait, we
Heard.
haven't done our outro yet.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
waiting for that. That was me,
Yeah.
me basically saying it to cue you guys because I never get to do it for myself anymore.
Well, I
Thank
mean, I was just waiting for you guys to stop talking so I could make sure
I
everybody
know.
knows to follow, like, subscribe, click the bell for
Okay,
notifications.
So I think the order of operations for now on is our lovely DM says her slogan, I do my recap, you do the like, comment, subscribe, and then you go, I never have to do it. That sound good?
I mean, that's how it always is anyway.
Great!
All right, go.
What will happen next time on this adventure? Who is outside our lovely tent? Will they be able to ask one more question? What is the best kind of dancing? Says the god of knowledge. Find out next week on I'm pretty sure I killed him.
And don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and cue in next time.
Yeah, all those things because they take my job out of my hands, so I don't have to do anything. Yeah, so see you guys all next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.